Good evening. We are live at 8 p.m. as normal. Well, just a bit after. Just trying to get some stuff and some bits together. It's just a slight problem with my iPad. Doesn't seem to be wanting to play tonight. Good old Apple. But yes, how is everyone doing? I see there's two in the chat already. SMK is in, hi, and Mr. Ravenscroft is in. Good evening to you both. I hope you are all found well in life and in general and in good health. So, let me just get this sorted on the computer. So, tonight we're going to be doing some putting on decals onto a model. I've just got the kettle here ready because I put some water in and it's gone cold already, so I have to put a bit of hot water in there so we can definitely sort the decals out when we cut them, etc. We're going to go through a few things as well. Oh, there we go. We got 3 people watching, which is good. I hope everybody is in. Would like to comment. Will comment as we progress through the evening. We'll be on for about an hour. And I hope that the sound quality, etc., is good for you. Right. Couple of updates. This has had a gloss varnish done to it to make it a little bit glossy, so that when we put the decals on, it should help prevent silvering. That's the plan. I'm going to fit some brand new knives because when I do decals, I try to use the sharpest knife that I've got. Where's my kettle too? Let me just top up me ashtray with a bit of water. There you go. Don't want too much in there. Hopefully that'll be nice and warm now. Yeah, that's not too bad. Just lukewarm. That's all you need. How did you manage to improve the underside? Well, what I did was I went over because I sprayed it all and then I painted on the black stripes and it bled through. So what I did was quite simply, very carefully with a very thin brush, I got the yellow paint and I went over the black, and as you would know, it came through again. Because the black is a lot darker colour than the Tamiya yellow, which was the flat yellow XF3 I used. And so about 3 attempts I went over and just tried to do the lines again. Then I brushed it with a fatter brush. I used this brush here to go over it with the yellow, and just so basically this is all painted in, which is unfortunate, but things happen when it comes to having a play. I was just trying to be cocky, really. I should have used the I should have just sprayed it on and used the Tamiya. I should have used the black as a spray and sprayed it on, not just brushed it on with a paintbrush. 50-50 mix on thinners. It just bled through, which is unfortunate. But I think I might have got away with it with if I just sprayed it on in one hit. But I didn't. I thought I'd brush it on, because I had it here, and sometimes, to get it all together, it's a bit of a faff. Baggies TMD, good evening. Thanks for joining. This man here, if you want to watch a guy who does model trains, models, terrific guy, go subscribe to him. He's very good. Also, on the flip side, he is going to hopefully do a live build, because in his stash he has the Hawker Demon as well. So we thought that if we could do a bit of a collaboration with each other, collaboration, and calibrate our work and build the Hawker Demon together. Maybe over a couple of nights. You can see the build. I'm a little bit nervous because I haven't done a plane like that for such a long time, and it is a very old kit. So I'm going to have to use a lot of skills, etc., to get that looking pristine. So yeah, tonight we're going to be putting the decals on here. History and Scales just turned in. Hello. afternoon to you, or evening. Yes, it's 8:07 here in the UK. So what will I need to do the decals with? Well, firstly we need hot water, which I've got in this ashtray. Whoops, just dropped a bit of water there. It's a little bit full. Let's get a bit of... I've had to top it up twice now because every time I've done it, it's gone. It's basically gone cold because it's got to be lukewarm. Oh, by the way, baggies, I've got here, which I must do a review on, and I haven't used it yet, is your recommendation on this this stand. I just haven't had the opportunity yet to really crack it open and have a look. But what I saw of you using it, I was very impressed. It's an aircraft stand, as you can see. It comes flat packed. You push out all the bits, and then you build it up. And it's a way of putting, you know, you can move the little nubs around so you've got protection. I could have used it on here tonight, but I haven't. But I must get that open and have a good look, because that was on your recommendation from your video. Baggies, don't worry, mate. It'll be my first biplane as well. Yeah. That's the worry, isn't it? That's the worry. It's gonna. I haven't done a biplane in all the what's it called for a long time. I don't think even I think I keep away from ships and what's it called, T-ships and stuff, because I don't want to even think about doing the rigging in them. So the water's a bit warm. And then just wipe that down, so I've got a bit of water here. So what I'll firstly do is go through, put that there out the way. So first thing I always do is sort out putting on a fresh blade, because I use a scalpel. I don't know how these decals are going to work. They look a little bit there's just any cut out. They don't seem to be raised on there, but we'll have a look. So this is an old kit. Like I said, it's a frog kit reboxed by Nova. So first off, I need my super duper pliers. First, pull that to the edge, pick that up. Cool. Give it a twist, and we're gonna put the blade on. So whoops, put the blade in there, and then give it a pull. It is, and that is now locked. And I'll just replace this one as well. So little twist, little push with the thumb, out it comes, and then fresh blade this time. Practice what you preach. In it goes. Give it a push. So this one here is a genuine Swan Morton, and there's still a bugger to get on, even at the best of times. There he goes. Easy clicked in. There he is. Now he's clicked in. So we got two sharp knives, and I also need these, because this is what I'm going to be using to hold the paper in the water. Actually, I'm not going to use these ones because I'll use a fresh pair. So if I go to my tweezer cupboard, should have them ones, these ones here. Oh, there they are. So I need to find what's on the box and just see which ones I need. So we're going to do the underside wings first. So I'm going to need on there, I'm going to need these ones here. So they go underneath, they go on top, and these go on the side as best I can. So what I need to do first is cut one out. So we're doing the underneath ones first. So if we try and cut these out, so I'll do a square, try and get it straight, pull back, then here, pull back, so I might go a little bit more, and then here, turn the paper, pull back, and there they are, cut. And then I'm going to just go here, nice and straight, and down. That's perfect. So now we get wrong ones, leave the fresh ones. Actually, I might use them as well. So this here, we pinch it on the side, like so. Then we dip that into the water. If I bring the water out. Hope the water's still warm enough. No, it's gone cold. See, how quick is that? I've got a friend who's got one of those heaters for a cup. Yeah, so let's just tip a little bit in here. There you go. It's got to be a little bit warm. That's better. And so we dip them into the water, a couple of seconds, pull them out, and they should move on the paper. That's not quite done. Hopefully it will start to move on the paper now. Oh no! They've dissolved. You see that? What a shame. Are they really that old? Or am I not doing it right? Oh dear. That's never happened before. Anyone in the comments know what's happened here? Oh, there's nothing in that water apart from it being a little bit warm. Have I done this right? Are they different old decal sheets? That's just totally disintegrated on me. Have I got a... Right. So, tragedy. I need to find some decals then. I thought that would have just... Have you and Microso liquid decal film? I've got Microso, but you're only supposed to dip these in water. Microsoft liquid decal film? No. Unbelievable. Well, let's pause that one up then for me, innit? Oh, have I got a spare set of in my stash? 172 scale Royal Navy, isn't it? Is what I need. Let's think about this a little bit more. Let's have a think what to do about this. I thought that decal would have just worked. Oh, it's happened to my dummy just so decals fall apart. Yeah, I don't know what else to I'll have to go to the backup, I suppose. See, that's a Grumman. I could probably use them. But I need the J, don't I? I don't know if you can see this. I have an app. Whoops, I'm pouring water everywhere now. I have an absolute stack full of old decals and stuff. So I'm just wondering if I can find something that will work. But other than that, that's really, it's so sad, isn't it? It's just, they totally disintegrated. and I'm totally lost my train of thought. I'm totally lost here on what I'm supposed to be doing. Just looking at the chat. Happen so decals. Happen so decals is disintegrating on my Hot Hurricane. For old transfers, you to give a coat of decal film to make a new layer, so to speak, over to keep them together. Ah, well, I haven't got that. I have got Decal. I've got Microsol. So yeah, unfortunate that, isn't it? I thought they would have just come off easy, so I need to get something to do that. But I have got these. So which ones do I need? I need the RAF ones, British Roundels. I've got them ones there, so we've got that covered. I wonder if these would work. Right, just have a look through my stash a minute. Well, that was a bit different, wasn't it? You think life then it bites you in the bum, doesn't it? Doesn't it really bite you in the bum? So for old transfers, you need to give a coat of deco film to make a new layer, so to speak, over the top to keep them together. Well, I haven't got that, so it's going to be for a short show tonight, isn't it? At least you can laugh about it, I suppose. What's in this one here? You'd be surprised what I've got in my stash of decals. I have got hundreds and hundreds of decals. What's this one? That's American. What's that one? No. No. Oh, could I use them? But they're not really pointed. I could use them, I suppose. They're about a bit smaller. They ain't got much yellow on them, have they? Go through. Yeah, I don't throw anything away. That's the problem. Hello, Monkey Puzzle View. How's eBay today? Here's another chat. If you want to go and subscribe to somebody quite funny on eBay, Monkey Puzzle Views. You got a couple of there you can actually chat to. I need to find roundels that look like that, like these, and maybe we'll start again. Oh, at least you can laugh about it. Yeah. Oh, hang on. What's these? Will these work? Oh, these are Spitfire ones. Do you think these might work? What do you think? Let's get this back here gently. Do you reckon the Spitfire ones will work? Oh dear, everything's all over the shop. Not doing very well tonight, am I? So they're buggered. Let's just try these ones, shall we? These are also older, and they're from a Spitfire, but will they do the job? Suck it and see, shall we? Let's see. In it goes. Get the paper nice and wet. Oh, might be in action here, gents. Right. You want to move? Oh no, he's ripped. That one's ripped. Oh, this is terrible tonight, isn't it? It's never this hard normally, isn't it? Surely not. This is how not to do decals. Like I say, I'm not professional, I'm an amateur. Let's start again. Quite close to my finger then, wasn't it? Right, try this one. Cool. Pick them up. Bit more hot water, I think. Right. Try again. If it doesn't work this time, I'm going to quit doing this, and I'm going to actually buy some decals to do the kit with. I think that's what I'll do. We'll leave him in there to soak for a bit, and we'll see how we get on. Oh, I'm learning so much. Yeah, better believe it, mate. You better believe it. So in theory, they should be just in the middle there. That's where they go. Bit of water down first on the kit. I'm hoping this one is going to work this time. Pick him up. Come on. Then hopefully, this time, second time I've asked him, is it going to move? Oh. Oh, I see. They're quite big, these ones, so I'm going to have to trim these down, I think, if I can. Move them into position. So, there's one decal. I don't tend to put the mark fix underneath the decal first. What I do is I set it on with water, and then I use the mark fix to I'm going to risk it for a biscuit, and I'm going to cut these around the outside of the decals so I can see how they've worked now. So if I hold him there and just gently, no, it's not going to work, is it? It's actually torn off a little bit there. This is an absolute nightmare tonight, gentlemen. This is not how you put decals on. I'm having an absolute mare. I'm just going to shut the channel now. I've just embarrassed myself. Let's move that up a little bit. Just trying to use old decals on an old kit, and it isn't quite working. So I take off the excess water first, and then what I then do is put the mark fit down underneath, on top, and let that do its work. So this time of asking, I'm going to go a bit closer. I'm going to go around the edge. I'm going to have to be very careful here and try and cut as close to the yellow as I can on these ones. And I'm going to have to get that product on that whips. I'm going to have to get that product. I'm trying to get it straight as I can. Here we go. Come on. Don't let me down now, Bruce. And this is why you have a sharp knife. Mark Fix is a very strong decal fix, a very strong decal solution. So if you start off with water, you have a little bit less chance of ruining the decal before it's actually in situ. That's how I see it anyway. I'm going to give that a little bit. It's starting to crimp up a bit now. Can you see that? So now it's starting to work. It's starting to bite into the paint. Got one of these to make. Yeah. Oh, hi, Kieran Keith. Nice to see you. Pitter Play. Nice to see you too. Yeah, that's why I'm not using Mark Fix underneath. I always put water on first, get it in position using the water, and then you use the Mark Fix to get it all together. That's how I've done it. Yeah, I should cut with scissors, but it's when you've been doing it as long as I have with knives, you tend to be more able to do it with a knife, if you see what I mean. So actually, this decal's coming off its paper already. So I'm hoping if I can get that in, whoops, move it over a little bit. Over you come, bit more water here. Pick him up a little bit, move him across to there. Perfect. Make sure he's about central, just to the right a little bit. I know what you're going to say, this looks terrible, but then the decals are piss poor, unfortunately. I'm using very old decals on this kit. The original ones buggered up on me, so I'm having to use these ones just to... So that's that. That's the... we'll leave that to bite. Get the Mark Fix over the top. And just leave that to do its magic. So yeah, but say it's an old kit, you know, you're talking 1950. I was just so disappointed that they went kaput like that. I need to find someone here that are about the same size, and at the moment it's not looking very bright. That one's right about the right size. They're a bit too big, aren't they? What are them ones? I think the 50s, I think we'll have to use the 50s. They'll go on top. So we'll get rid, because these are just disintegrating. These are no good. Anyway, it's all a bit of fun. Anyway, should be giving up lockdown soon. Anyway, we're back doing our own normal thing after this lockdown's finished. Pull that one out. So we've got a choice here. I think the 50s are the closest in size. I know they're a little bit bigger, but we'll have to use them. Look at that, eh? Unbelievable, Jack. Unbelievable. Put that in the water anyway. Oh. I tell you what, I reckon model builders, if they're the old age of 70 and over, or even 50 and over, 60 or over, shall I say, they knew how painful it was to build models, I tell you. Painful, painful. Right, so we're going to use the 50s. So, again, keep it straight, elbow into the arm, into the body, and pull back. That one there. If I go here, do the two bottom ones, I think. Down he goes. Oops, a bit close to that one. Perfect. They can go back in the stash. Not much air bubbles here. It's going down quite well. Right, so the top ones. It's wet now. Back in we go. Any questions so far on how not to do decals? Not quite ready. Leave them in there a bit longer. I want to do a brand new kit next time. Mind you, that eggplant one that I did last night, that's coming on. That's in the spray booth at the moment, just drying off. I had to go on that today, giving that a good spray up. Bit of heat in there. Letting that soak. Off he comes. I'm going to position it about there, which is good. And take off the excess water. Mark fix. Jib that on. Right. We've got 6 people in the chat. Hi. Yeah, it is tricky. It is tricky. Very tricky. It's not the easiest, is it? So that water's gone cold again. Anyway, just put this one back in. Let him soak. I'm doing a great job. Cheers, David. I appreciate that. What time is it? Cool. It's nearly. I was swigging my coffee, I think. So yeah, that's I'm hopefully going to do a collaboration with Model Minutes with Matt. We've been looking at software. I've got this software working really well now. It's just trying to get them to talk to each other, his computer or his webcam to mine. And then we also got Baggy's TMD. We're hopefully going to be doing the Hawker Demon together as well as a collab. So you have 2 of us. But I don't know whether you're enjoying the streams every night. I'm enjoying doing them. I won't be able to do them every single night, but for this week I thought I'd do a week's worth. gets me videos up on the channel as well. I've got a few unboxings to do. As I said, I've got a couple of tanks that I need to unbox and review, which came in this week. I've got the Sea Fury to review as well, which looks fantastic. Actually, I'm going to build that one, I think. Coffee in the Tamiya mug tonight. So hopefully, a bit of water down, get it a bit wet. Hoping this will come out off the paper as well. Let's get him up and pinch, and hopefully he should just a little bit of persuasion, slide off. See, new decals, look at that, come straight off, not a problem. Just move him to there, take off the excess water. He's gone down really well, actually. He's actually gone down very, very well. Bit of Mark Fix on top. You don't need a lot. So it's quite a strong solution, this. And you should start seeing it pinch up top. Turn him over. He's bedding in quite nice, that one. And then he's starting to bed in as well. See, give him a good coat. I see that a lot of model makers now are using Tamiya X20 to to put a coat, to get the decals to break down into the paint. Has anyone here done that? Because that worries me. That does. I need to find a J somewhere. There you go. I'm quite happy with those decals now. They're looking pretty good. Hopefully they'll bite in, which will be excellent. So while they are drying, I'll put them over here. Leave that there. And then what I will do is put that in this bowl here. Take that all away. Let's get rid of all this bump. Come on, you get. Oh. So get the old tissue paper out. Get that dry. Cool. Right. That's the old knife which I'll put there because I need to get that done. Right, so we want these now. These are the undercarriage and the wheels for the Hotspur. And what I need is some cocktail sticks and what I'm going to do is turn them over like so. I'm going to put them on the end of cocktail sticks. That's it. And then I'm going to just show you a bit of a way of I just want to put a little bit of black paint on the edge of the tyres, but I don't want the centre bit to lose that green. I don't know how well this is seen on the camera here, but I'll try and get it in close. So you're in that position there. There's three. What I want to do tonight is get the mask go on so that we protect that green. And Masco is a fantastic product for protecting a painted surface if you want to go over it with a spray. I've got a black spray to go on, but there's a technique that if the ridges are strong enough it should work. Is what I do is that I dip into the Masco a stick, and then what I do is I drop a blob on, and I work that blob up to the groove, up to the line. You see that? Give it a twist, and like skin tension of the liquid should help it stay up to the line and go no further, like so. So in theory that should dry nice now, because if you get it wrong you can just wipe it away and start again. Get a drop in there, there he goes, and then just work it around to the edge. So you're breaking the surface tension so it goes into the up to the groove. That's not so good, that one. Just hoping if we play with it a bit more, just push it up to the groove. There you go. That's pretty much done. Up to that groove there. Break the surface tension there. That's perfect. It's just a nice easy way of trying to keep the green on the hub, leaving up to the groove so you've got the black paint for the rubber. There we go. Not too much there. It goes quiet. Just breaking the surface tension, so it goes up to the groove, like so, and then you just let that dry. So when you then paint it with the black spray, then you just remove the Masco. In theory, you should be okay with it looking like a proper nice green hub, and a green and a black rim. These were sprayed today. I put them on a little clamp. You just got to spray. Went over it twice. Shh, shh. That's it. That's all I've done with them. Just enough to give them a bit of a coat of a grey. Then they'll sit in underneath. Then when they're painted, they'll all glue together. Then it'll be finally done. Hi Kermit, nice for you to join us. Nice of you to join us indeed. Any questions at all? The other thing I was going to do while this is dry, I was going to show you an old kit that I made. Here you go. This is an old kit. This one is very old. I've still got the instructions in the box. This was all hand painted back in the day. And there was two bits to do. You did the body and the interior first, because there's three sections, okay? I did the top first, and I painted it all first off. Okay, just painted it on, and then I attached the clear glass underneath, and then on the in the footwell I put the seats in mirror on. You can just see the mirror in there. You see it just there, a little bit off, but yeah, because that was I painted that on, didn't I? I didn't glue it, I painted that. Put all the bits on the back: steering wheel, seats, gear knob. Foot pedals were tiny. You can just see the foot pedals in there now if you look just right. all together, and then the wheels came, and I think if you can see that there's still flash on there, and it was very difficult to get the flash off. But I must know it's about 20 years ago. This one of my old kits. It's class. It really is. It does look beautiful. It is a proper old school kit. I presume it's 1980s easily. Everything you had to put on. The decals was they're yellow, and these were stickers. I think these were stickers. See, I can't really remember doing that. Yeah, it was. There was a colour scheme and the little yellow badge there. Yeah, 42. The final assembly had all these little bits here. I wonder where that one come from then. I can't see that. But it was good fun. It was a really, really good kit. Really nice kit to make back in the day when I was doing them as a youngster. Now, right. Done that. Where's the... Seems to be coming on really well. Starting to bite. A little bit more decal mark fix needed around the edge. Make sure that really bites in. Yeah, it could be a Scale Electrics model. Very true. It does look it, doesn't it? Has anybody put in their on the Airfix website? They're having a competition to create a model to say thank you to the NHS, and any profits given back to the NHS. Does make you laugh, doesn't it? The amount of tax we pay in this world, and we're still having to fund the NHS through donations. Don't make it right, does it? It really doesn't. So that J, unfortunately, has passed its sell-by date, which is a real shame. Have I got a J? Have I got a J in my stash? I don't think I do. Any sort of J. A black J, a white J. It's on Instagram, is it? Put it there to dry. See if you can find a J in all this. Cool. Always keep your decals just in case you need it. Always keep your old decals. No. Look at old Scale Master. Look at that. That was Dauntless, that was. Scale Master. Oh, what if I use a H instead? Would that matter? Would it really matter if I used the H? Look at Mosquito there. Mark 2, Mark 4. Can't remember doing that one. Suppose I could put a yellow 3 on it. If I put a yellow 3 on it, what do you reckon? No, that's good. Yeah. What do you reckon if I put a 3 on it instead of a J? Because the J's are buggered. I can make it Japanese actually. See, they're roundels, but I'd have to put the... See, that does my head in. You've got to put the old red spots in. Oh, I could have made it Canadian, because they were sold to the Canadian as well. Can I do a J there? I've got a 13. Oh dear, there's some more roundels there, which I could have used. Alright, artillery. No, I don't think I've got any J, so what if I use a H instead? Does it really matter? Put some lines on it. No, anyway, so I've got an FT. Anyway, put them in there. Just God, it's amazing what you use, isn't it? So I could have used them rounds. I could have cut them out, couldn't I, and use them. Q and M. Junkers. No, as I said, I don't think I've got a yellow J in this set. Oh, amazing how many bits and pieces I've got here. What about BH? No J's there. Could use a 6. One a bit lower. B and an R. Use a BR. But nothing yellow. Which I thought I might have had some yellows. Actually, they're quite close, aren't they? For the wing, for the tail. What do you reckon? Use them instead? So I'm going to use the 3 and cut the 3 out. Use the 3 instead of a J. About the same size, aren't they? Use the 3 instead of the J. Use them. I just need the 2 other ones, don't I? They go on the side. Oh well. Worth a try, wasn't it? So yeah, I was asking, what does anyone know something about Telford then? Have we got a definitive answer for that? Is it going ahead? It's starting to break down now into the grooves there. A bit more mark fix under there. Come on. Is it happening or not? Try soaking the J. It might work better being one colour. Ah, that's a good shout. It's a very good shout. Let's just try it, shall we? What I might do actually. Where's my little tin to? I had a little tin here. This may not work. Right, let's cut the J out. Yeah, I'm actually looking down at the angle. Silly, I know. This is practice what I preach. Oh. I just smell of vinegar. Micro set. Let's just see, shall we? I'm not holding out too much hope, but let's see if that makes a difference. When we turn it over now, the J would have disappeared. The J would have disappeared. Yeah. Yeah. The situation has been assessed by advisors if the event can take place. Is that the latest, is it? That is what they're saying about Telford. Because I noticed on the website, all they've because somebody came on and said that they've cancelled it for till next year. But the only thing I could see cancelled was the AGM. That's all I could see that was cancelled was the AGM. So, but I don't know there's much change anyway. I think the same people are going to be in charge of IPMS anyway. The International Plastic Model, is it IPMS, isn't it? International Plastic Model Society. I don't know what I've done with their magazine either. It was here somewhere. I might have started reading it. Is it in one of these boxes? I had quite a bit of stock in today, so everything's a bit empty everywhere at the moment. I've got a new supplier as well. Hopefully, selling me kits, which will be good for my shop. So that's been soaking there for a while. Do we risk it for a biscuit? No, it's dissolved. You see that? As soon as I pulled it out, it lost it. Such a shame. Such a shame. Just realised I got other decal fix here as well. I've got this decal soft from Revel. I think I've got the whole lot now. Mark fix, decal fix, micro set and micro sole. It is in November, yeah. Exactly right, it is in November. And also, I think a lot of people with Telford, you know, the reason they're members of the IP, the I, the IPMS is so they can get in for free, innit? They get in for free if you remember the IPMS. Just one now, let me move out of the way. So we'll say was, look at that. And back in this bottle. There you go. Yeah, I think they're too old, those decals, which is a shame. Really is a shame, that. And then I'll keep that clean out because I don't want to get any of that messy. Oh. And that then can go in the bin. Was it you, David, that was asking for a book about the classic models? Because in my possession, I've got Arthur Ward's classic model kits classic book. There's some really, really good. It's not just Airfix, this one. It goes about them all. Esky, Fala, Eagle, Dawkins models, Eagle. There's loads and loads of models in here. Dragon, AMT. Oh, look at that for a picture. That's astounding, isn't it? Some of the artwork is fantastic. Gavin McLeod art for Airfix sub AJ37. That's 1:44 scale. That's nice. Some of the artwork is absolutely phenomenal, isn't it? Gavin McLeod did that one. I didn't know that. That's cool, isn't it? The way they got the bow there. Yeah, well, you see them, but you never actually really have a good notice, do you? James Bond Toyota there by Airfix. The hovercraft. Yeah, it's a really good book. It's worth buying that one. Yeah, the artists are yeah, the artwork of the lids. Yeah, but that book's got a lot of the artwork in them. So right then, so we want to get this 3 off, don't we? We're going to put a 3 down the side, and then we're going to call it a night. How much hot is this? It's still quite warm. Oh, take a gamble. Whoops, take a gamble. So it's not going to have a J on the end, it's going to have a number 3 instead. Dip him in. I think I paid £20 for that book as well on eBay. It could even be cheaper. But my collection of books is it's almost as big as my collection of kits. Put that there. So number 3 on the side. So it will come off with the brush. Well done with the brush. On off you come. He's off with the brush. And then we will. Oh, I haven't put any water on the edge. Oh, sorry. Number 3. Put number 3 there. It's not quite. There's more to the front, is it? We'll see. Hang on. Try and get it back up again if I can. Don't break on me. Let's just try and slide him across there then. Should have gone there. Come on. Out you come. There it is. So the 3 goes about there then, does it? A little bit over. That's where it should go apparently. That's where the 3 goes. Get the cotton bud. Just gently take off any excess water. I might have to cut this a little bit because that's in the way there. So if we just give that a little nick, either side carefully, little nick there, little nick. Oops. No, it's not going to work, is it? No, that's not going to be. It's going to be tough to get that to go flat. Hopefully it will. Whoops, it's moved. I'll come back. Oh, it's hard work, this. Get it to go back around. Come on. That's him. Make some holes in there. Let that dry. A bit more mark fix. Hopefully that'll smooth it down. So number 3 there at the front. Leave that to dry. And I think that's it for this evening, folks. Bit of a disaster at first, but I think we got there in the end. I'll try and find some more of the roundels to go on the side. I'll find something to go on the side of it anyway. But anyway, thanks again for watching. I'll also put a link up tomorrow for when the chat comes in. Any suggestions for this live chat? Hopefully we're going to get people to come and join me and actually build models while we're on a chat together. That'll be a really good. Or maybe there's somebody who's not really into model build, or not like excessively into it, but like to come on and learn a bit about and learn how to do a model easily. We could do that. But thanks, Dave. Yeah, no one noticed me. I think everyone knows. Just my heart just broke, didn't it? As I pushed that brush through, and it just disintegrated. Oh, tragic! Absolutely tragic. Anyways, been on over an hour now, so I'm gonna go off and watch a bit of Afterlife now with the missus. I'll be back tomorrow at 8 p.m. Thank you so much for watching, and any questions, put them in the comments. Please like the video, and hopefully I'll see you tomorrow. Come back and visit me. Nice talking to you. Cheers.